Peach. Capital of the state, baby. All right, boys and girls. Let's see if I can put this bad boy somewhere. There we go. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. I got to go get a haircut again. Am I coming through loud and clear? You hear that running? I pulled the C10. I got the other project done, which was the evap sensor on top of the gas tank for the Trailblazer SS60. So that video is loading, so hopefully that can help somebody out. The second thing I'm doing is I pulled the Silverado back up in here, and I'm just trying to set up the ride height about where I think, I don't know, where I think it should be. So according to Fat Man Fab, when they done my 54 back in 2008, that was way before I had a shop or anything. They said that the A-arms need to be 90 degrees to the floor, or to the world. Let me turn this truck off. It's been running for a little bit. Hadn't run in a few weeks, so I just wanted to crank it, let it run. But, alright, so let me show you what I got going on. So, on the Silverado, I'm gonna turn the, let me make sure I got my, alright, so I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay, so here we go. Let me get me a chair so I can sit down. Alright, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit. Alright, so here it is. Now, of course, you know, the reason why I got the reason why I got the jack on the bumper is because all the airbags are all hooked up to one connection. So if I let it all the way down, the front comes down first because it's the heaviest, and then the back comes down because it's the lightest at the moment. If I put air in it, the back comes up first because it's the lightest, and then the front comes up. So I kind of let the front down to get where I kind of wanted it, and I got the lower A-arms. So let me show you. Oh, so lower A-arms, they need to be picked up just a touch. So I'll put a torpedo level on that A-arm, and I will pick up the truck until that A-arm, or until that torpedo level is level left to right. Alright? But you can see, what's that leaking, Jay? Well, I'll show you here in a second. Just hold up. So that is where the cross memory is, which is just shy of about 1.5 inches from the deck. Alright? So what's that leaking? Ain't nothing leaking. See my reservoir right here? This is my radiator reservoir, and it's just sitting here, right? Well, I knocked it over and it spilled. Two, the truck can't come down no lower in the front because it's sitting on the fenders. Or, excuse me, sitting on the back side of the fenders. Alright? So, slosh tubs, I will cut this out, and then the slosh tub comes in here. So, I really want to go ahead and just cut it. Just cut it out. But, got this grab the jack. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I don't want to cut too much. Plus, I get the inner pieces here, and I just got to be patient. It's like chess, not checkers. Plus, I got to remove all this. So, once that's done, then we're good to go. But that's what's leaking. So, I want to kind of keep it OG as possible under here because this is a right here, 4.3 V6, which is a 1986. This is the 4th month of 86. This thing's only, now it's got 70,000 miles on it, and it's OG. It's OG. There's no sense in putting the LS in it. There's no sense in putting nothing else in it. if cactus flower, oh, got this, grab a jack. Yeah, hurry up and grab a bucket. Hey, next question. Am I coming through pretty clear? Because you see this microphone I got right here? A subscriber sent me this microphone. And it's, which I'm super grateful. So I've been playing with it. I've been working with it all day. This is what it is. DJI Mic 1 TX plus 1 RX. So a subscriber sent this to me, and I am grateful. Appreciate it. So I'm working with it. So back to this. So the air conditioner doesn't work, but it's not locked up. So it's R12. Pretty sure it's R12. Should be R12. So all that has to be retroed, and this is probably not. So if you look at it, this has to be replaced. The condenser has to be replaced. The blower motor squealing like there's a squirrel caught inside there. So if you spend the money on replacing this, that, and that, you can just get. Vintage Air has a kit that's for this truck for the same amount of money. Gets rid of this, right? Gets rid of this. Cleans the firewall up. You can use this type of compressor. You just tell them you're using long lines, and it all comes. And you're spending the same amount of money. Plus, I need this gone because those slosh tubs, they are huge, and they come in here and it just cleans it up. But other than that, I'm not doing much of nothing else in here. I'm gonna clean it up and all that good stuff. I don't know if about painting the firewall yet. Might be later on in the inside, but nevertheless, this 4.3 V6, I mean, it runs great. It's got a little vacuum leak here and there. It might be from the distributor. I'm not sure, but it runs great. So after changing a few things, if I ever pull this, if it for some reason, for whatever reason, I have to pull this engine out, listen to me when I'm fixing to tell you. If I have to put one back in it, it's a 6.2 twin turbo. That's what's going back in it, boys and girls. That's what's going in. 6.2 twin turbo. I'm just telling you. You heard it here. You heard it first. That's what I want to do. And this one has a turbo 400 behind it. The guy ordered it that way in 1986. Look, see, that's still factory overspray. Nevertheless, let's get back to this. Losing a few people, so I guess not impressed. So that's where that is. And if you take a level and if you look at it from the back, the truck looks like it's actually sitting like this. Well, actually, it is. I still got to build. I got the rear shocks ordered. Got to build a cross brace for the rear shocks. Got the brackets. Got to secure the brake line. Got to put the panhard bar. But if you come over here and look at the level on top of the bed cap, the level is just, the back's a little bit, needs to be picked up a little bit, just a smidge. And that would be fine. If you take this level and you put it on the door jamb, put it on the door seal, it's like that. So it's riding a little dirty in the back. Right? It's riding a little, so if we was to pick the back of the truck up to right there, that, you see how much we'd have to pick the back of the truck up, and it would be level here, which would make sense here. It's a little low right there. But nevertheless, Kerry Gill, appreciate it, buddy, appreciate it. So I'm thinking, and the ride height, so if I come down with the back a little bit more and come up with the front, I can change the angle on the dry shaft. It's got a two-piece dry shaft. But let me back up a little bit and let you look at the truck while I talk, and then I'll walk around with you. All right, so here's where we're at. The only thing that's keeping me from laying the pinch weld is a few things. One is the tire sitting on the back side of the fender. That's one. Two, the exhaust. The stock exhaust is hanging down. Sure. I have a C10 square body too. Awesome. Awesome. That's great, Joel. So the exhaust will hold it up, and the transmission cross member holds it up. So what I'll do is take the stock cross member, cut it out, make a new one, pick up the transmission, pick it up inside the frame rail. Do the same thing with exhaust. Cut the exhaust, redo the exhaust, get it up a big frame rail, and then cut the backside of the fenders when Mike from Slosh Tubs, get the Slosh Tubs from Mike from Slosh Tubs, then I can do that, and then that will clear it up. And then I'll have to get it lined up to get the casting camera as best I can, because they are stock A-arms, and I did the drop pockets. So it's 3-inch drop spindles and 3-inch drop pockets with R7 bags, and they fit great. The tire, it's leaning in a little bit, so once I get it up to ride height, then I can take it and have it adjusted. This is have it aligned where the adjustment is, where it needs to be. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the truck a little better. So right now it will lay all the way out. If I put the stock 15 dookies on there, it will lay all the way down, and it will rock back and forth on the transmission crossmember. So going to put, there's always a little, yeah, Chevy man, there's always a little bit more we can cut, right? Just a little bit more. It don't like much. Also the gas tank, holds it up, which is a brand new gas tank, actually 2 brand new gas tanks. So going to get a late model, like fuel injection version of the Blazer gas tank to put it in the back. And then I think the sending unit for this one will fit into that one, because this one's fuel injected, and move the gas tank to the back in between the frame rails, and that will clear that up. And then the gas door, yeah, getting there. This is actually my boy's truck. This is my oldest son's truck, so I've been working on it at night while I've been doing everything else. It's 22. So it's 22 by 12s on the back with 305 40s on the back, and it's 20 by 8s with a 245 40 20 on the front. And the reason why I went with 40s is because they're easily to get available, and the ride height, the ride quality. Didn't want to go 35, definitely didn't want to go 25. I mean, that's a rubber band. The 70 C10 down there in the booth, it's got 40s on it, and it rides real good. And another thing, I don't know how to get rid of this. Hold on a second, boys and girls, I got something going on. Hold on, boys and girls, just hold tight. I got something. I don't know what in the world's going on. Hold on, got a bot. Okay, Chevy man, it popped up, buddy. Sorry for the. You're doing it right and not cutting corners. I try to, buddy. I try to. All right, so here's the next thing. So in the back, I knew I had to do some trimming, and I had two 265 40 20 twos, which was, they was rounded. I just put them up there just for reference. But now I actually got the tire, which is a 305 40 22. So now I'm going to go in here and let the truck all go back on this side, so you can see the sun's on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the truck all the way down, and then scribe me a mark all the way around the radius, pick the truck back up, and then air saw take the little air saw, and I'm gonna cut it out all the way around. It's probably more than likely the tire, once it's all the way down, to be honest with you, let me turn this around so you can see. To be honest with you, the tire is probably going to be, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have to get into the bed cap, and if I do, oh well. Because I'm going to make tubs to go all the way up into here. So that will be that, and I'll show you. Somebody was asking how close it is. That's how close it is. So these are R7 bags. No, yeah, R7. I think these are 26s. And they fit, and nothing moves. I mean, we good on that. Like I said, I got to do the panhard bar and the shock mounts and all that. But here's the next thing that's going to happen. So when this tank leaves, it's going to be a blazer tank back here in the back. So got 1 inch square tubing. He got about 5 sticks of it. So now, once I get all this trimmed out, okay, that's what I'm getting to, Kerry. All right, but here's where we're going. So this is what I'm thinking. So once everything's done, panhard bar in, and the cross link for the shocks, I'm just going to put 3-inch shorter shocks on the back. The same ones I'm going to put on the front, I'm going to put them on the back, and then I'll just adjust it for the ride height and get it where it splits the difference. So can't remember the numbers off the top. Would a strut style bag save space in the rear? Probably so, Kevin. Probably so. If I would have went, if this system was on the inside, this is an extensive 2-link system. So if that was on the inside, or even over the axle, then it wouldn't matter. And I knew it was going to be close. But I knew I was going to run a 305. So it's all good. I mean, if you change the offset of the wheels, you know, I mean, if you put these crazy, stupid wheels on here, it would be, but double the money. Try to plan it out the best I could, but you know, stuff always changes. So back on the floor, once everything's done and it's all the way down and it's laid out, I will measure and come in here. Yeah, so once I do the floor, I'm going to frame it up with a 1-inch tubing, 1/8 inch wall tubing. I'm going to build a skeleton. And Chevy, man, that really makes a big difference, because if he said he wanted a metal floor and he wanted it slick, and we can bead roll it and make it nice. I mean, that's not a problem. But I found out a company the other day is making candy paint for wood. So it's basically wood stain, but it's candy translucent. So I have a friend that owns probably one of the best molding companies that make hardwood floor, molding, stuff like that. He can get me any kind of wood that I want, any kind of wood. So if he wanted a wood floor, then I could just skeleton it out with I would burn the candy blue. Yeah, Kerry. So yeah. So you guys are with me. Hold on a second. I'm getting there. So yeah, I agree with you. So here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happened this week. So if I do a metal floor, I want to do this. Let me know what you guys think. So this is what I want to do. So all the air ride stuff is supposed to be here in a little few days. He's ordered all that. So we want 2 tanks, 2 485 compressors, all the valves, all the controllers and everything. So here's my thing to you guys. What do you guys think? So if I do a solid floor, regardless if it's wood or metal, I want to do a transparent box, make like out of 2-inch acrylic, and then have a picture window where you can see the air ride stuff. We're going to hard line all the air line. It's going to be all hard line. and probably will do aluminum, and then probably have it powder coated the blue, or I'm not sure, but I want to be able to look into the picture glass and see all of the air ride stuff in the picture box. And then we've even thought about this. So when you drop the tailgate, street glow. So when you drop the tailgate, I'm thinking about, because this floor is probably going to be, it's going to be pretty high, and then we're going to have all this space right here, have all this space, put the compressors, the tanks, hard line it, do like a picture glass window, burn the logo into it, laser etch the logo, and then you could drop the tailgate and look in, and it would be a picture glass window, and you could see all the air ride with the lights and all that good stuff. And then when the tailgate's up, you could still see it down inside. Does that make sense? And also, I got a buddy, Baby Legs. Y'all on Facebook, go to Facebook and type in Baby Legs. Baby Legs Baker. He builds some of the phenomenal stereo system. Him, Donnie Locklear, and Michael Hunt. They build insane stereo systems. They're in Atlanta right now in competition with Big Will Bagger. So if you're on Facebook, go to Baby Legs Baker and check his stuff out. Insane. So this is what we're thinking about. A killer stereo system. I mean a stereo system so crazy, so intense, is when it hits the bass, it sucks the soul right out of it. Just like sucks it out. So, and then, so basically, and then also put another battery back here on here, and maybe another one over there, because the amps is going to need more power. And then I can run some more lines from here all the way up to the engine bay, and replace this alternator with a high output alternator, and then put like a breaker box. So this is charging this, but this is controlling the truck, and then the stereo system and the air ride and stuff is on its own system here at the back. That's the plan. Also, the interior, what you guys think? This truck come out with blue. It was blue on blue on blue on blue on blue, right? So here's my next thing. The controller, let me set in this bag. So the controller for the, hold on, let me catch up. I'm building a 92 S10, has a 383 stroker and a back half 4-link. In the bed, I'm planning on showing the frame and air setup. Yeah. So you're gonna do like one of those hatch doors where they open up like this right here, and you can look in and see all your stuff. That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. I thought about doing that too. And still, honestly, hold on a second. No, I would do blue and gray. No, you're not doing it that way, Carrie. You're not doing it that way where it opens up, or you're just gonna do a perimeter like an open box, like the sides like this. So you'll have an open hole in the middle, so you can see all your suspension stuff, and the outside around it to be solid, and that'll just be a picture, just to be an open hole. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, open box. Yeah, it will show all the time. Everybody does it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody does the lift box. I think that's overplayed, don't you? I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it looks good, but I think the open hatch part, I think it's overplayed. Let me catch up. I would do blue and gray. Do gray interior. Is that what you're saying, Chevy man? Because this truck was all blue, so all this is going to be painted, right? So if I paint this the same color as the body, then this has to be the same color or black, because So I'm trying to catch up. You're gonna have to pause. You're gonna have to hold on. Let me turn this around, boys. I'm trying to catch up, Chevy man. So let me catch up. So Carrie, yeah, I think that would look good. I've seen that. There was a like a dark charcoal gray dually at SEMA with red. I'm telling you, I'm a sucker for red interior. Red interior with like a dark charcoal metallic gunmetal gray on the outside, and inside the bed was like that picture window. You know, like what you're saying, like you hold it up, it looks like a picture window, and the inside of the bed was red, the same color as the interior. And then when you pop the hood, underneath the engine bay, all the wheel tubs, the firewall across the radiator support, and the bottom of the hood was red. What I'll do is I'll go find the pictures and I'll post it in my community post, and then you can go back and check it out whenever. It was fire. It was fire. All right, let me see. You can do charcoal gray and candy blue on the top. Okay, so back to the paint. So gray carpet, blue seats, gray on something. That would be nice, cool to see. Yeah, Carrie, I'll put it up in the community. When this live goes over, I'll find the pictures and I'll put it up in the community feed and you can check it out. I wish I could tag you, but it won't let me tag nobody in those posts for some reason, whatever. All right, back to Chevy Man. Yeah, so I was talking to a company. This color right here on this truck is Midnight Blue SOL, which is code 29. It's a solid color. No metallics, no pearls, no candy. Well, I talked to a company yesterday, and we were back and forth, and they said that they would make me. You know, I was just speaking. I said, you know, man, I like to have my own color line. And it was like, well, we can make it happen, big dog. We can make it happen. So let me get back this tank. So they said we can make it happen. I was like, what do you mean? They said, we'll just make you a special color, and you'll have your own color line, and then they'll sell it. It'll be on their website. So next week I'm gonna make up some samples and blah blah blah. But this is what I'm thinking. So let me flip this around. So the truck's gonna be two-tone, right? So it'll be blue on the top, blue on the bottom, and the traditional white down the side. And then Automail Direct has the premium chrome package. So it'll be two-tone. And it also have the RPO stripe package, which has the stripes, the wide stripe, and then the narrow stripe on the hood. They only done a few trucks like that. Or gunmetal gray. So this is what I'm thinking. Door pods, like my radio guy, you know, door pods, B-pillar pods. I mean, my boy even wants one of those Starlight head gazers, Starline headliners. I mean, just craziness. You know what I mean? Just crazy. Here, I'll show you this right here. Let me show you this. So here's a dually that I got to build after this. You see how this is two-tone? What would you do? So this is two-tone. So this is green and green with white. This truck will be the exact same way, but it'd be blue, and then the stripes. If you go to my community post, there's a picture of the rendering of this truck the way it's looking. What do you think? Putting blue pearl over white. So it'd be two-tone. So it'd be the truck would be blue with white down the center and around the tailgate. The hood would be blue, and then it'll have that I forget what it is. It's RPO. I forget the number, but it'll have the narrow stripe and then the wide stripe. There was two versions. One version where the top was white all the way to here. So this would have been white. The doors, when you shut the doors, this would have been blue. This would have been white. This would have been blue. This would have been blue. Then where the body trim is, that would have been white, and then it'd have been blue. And then the color, they're thinking about making a custom candy color, calling it dark metallic candy pearls. I'm so old, I can remember pink. Hey, we not old, baby. Hey, homie, we not old. We seasoned, man. Get it right. We seasoned. So basically, it'll be like this. Let me go back in here and I'll show you. So basically, it'll be like this. It'll be like, hold on me. So it'll be like this. It'll be blue, blue, white, blue, and then on the hood it'll have two white stripes on the top. And then on the front, uh, Automobile seasoning wise, yeah, I don't know about wise, but season is a good one. And then Automobile Direct has the premium grill, so get the premium grill, and then see this one had the S10 package on it, or not the S10, the Silverado 10 package. So this was color matched. So also there's a new chin spoiler. I mean, I've even thought about coming right here and running a piece of 3/4 tape with a laser, and then measuring. But whatever you do, it's great. I appreciate it. Hey man, I appreciate y'all's input, man. That's why I went live. I mean, look, I'll run it by my boy and see what he says. I mean, he's pretty like, yeah, Dad, whatever you think. So I'm thinking about measuring from here to here, and then measuring at the bottom here to here, and then split the difference. So whatever it is, then take, run a piece of laser here, put a piece of tape, yeah, and then cutting some of the bumper out, and then sliding the bumper in, and then re-TIG weld it back in, and just suck the bumpers in just a little bit. It can't go in much because you see, so it can't go in much because from here to here to here to here is different. So basically what I'd probably do is measure from here to here, and whatever this distance is, then split the difference. So let's just say this is 2 inches. I don't know, I'm just throwing a number. This is 2 inches, then I want to suck it in an inch. So what I would do is come at the bottom, I'd mark a line at an inch, shoot a laser line, take the laser, shoot straight up, and then mark it, and then cut an inch out, and then suck that bumper in. Because same thing on the back. I might get another bumper, but I don't know if you guys can see it. But you see the camper? There's a zipper camper that's gonna get pulled 3/16 a gap would look. Yeah, so it's probably going to be something like that, Carrie. It's probably going to be something like that of that magnitude. It's not going to be much, you know, just a small subtle, and then do the same thing on the back bumper. I'm gonna look at different bumpers because they got all different kinds of bumpers. I'm thinking about that would look really good between tucking the bumpers because a lot of people don't do it. Yeah, because it just takes a lot of time, you know, to do that. And also, I got to find either a good chromer, so I can have everything re-chromed, or you know, color match the bumpers. I mean, for example, this bumper right here is for the 68 C10. This was a Tri-City bumper that's been shortened like 3/8 of an inch. Put that air scoop in the middle and put LED lights in there. So that right there goes on that 68 C10. It's color matched. So that's what a black chrome would look really nice too. Yeah. The bad thing about it is finding somebody. I mean, most all the chromers. I think there's one in Tennessee. I think, but I could get with my buddy Kevin Tees, or Taz, T-E-T-Z. He would probably know a good chromer. So that's what I got, boys and girls. Like I said, you can see the back's going down. I got a little air leak, but I'm not using DOT lines when it's done. We're going to hard line everything. Hard line. There won't be no DOT lines. It'll all be hard lines, every bit of it, from all the airbags. It'll be their type of A&N fittings. There won't be no push locks. There won't be nothing like that. So they'll all be, everything will be hard lines, every bit of it. So I really appreciate it. And probably right here at the side door, gas door, I'll leave that. And probably what I'll do is I'll put an emergency. I'm down to help out on this build if you need and want. I appreciate it. Where that gas door's at, I'm gonna put the door on there, but behind it I'll probably put a battery cutoff for the air ride and stuff, so no parasitic draw. I'll probably put um, an emergency. I'll definitely put an emergency Schrader valve there to, in case something happened with the compressors or something, could get air to get emergency air. I might even put an air chuck there to pump up tires or whatever. Sorry for the subject, but sorry on the subject, but I did. Hey, I never got no email, buddy. I went and looked for that. I'm glad you brought that up. I never got no email. I even checked my spam. Are you sure that? Double check and make sure. Just double check and so it's spelled. Hold on a second. Let me show you. So, so this is how I spell it. INNOVATION garage at gmail.com. Just double check and see. Sometimes autocorrect puts an S in there. I've seen that happen before. Puts an autocorrect puts an S in there, and I don't get it. But like I said, I checked the spam and I never got it. Oh, don't apologize, man. Don't ever apologize for nothing. Apologize is a sign of weakness. So what you boys and girls think? Yeah, I know. I know you told me that you was gonna email me that day, and I kept looking, and I never seen anything. So I appreciate you bringing it back up because I was like, well, that guy maybe he got busy, and he didn't get to email it. But nevertheless, this front wheel right here, I got a problem with this front wheel. So okay, I'll look out for it. Hey, look in the subject. In the subject, um, um, put it in all capital letters. Like, put one-on-one paint class, uh, and go from there. So on the front wheel, on this rotor, that wheel would not seat all the way. And I'll show you guys. My battery's down to 13%. I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. See that right there? See, it's not seated all the way. So first I thought it was the wheel. I was like, oh Lord. So I took that wheel when it was on the lift. I took that wheel and went to the driver's side and stuck it on there. It went on there lickety split, no problem. So I took the wheel on the driver's side to come to the passenger side. Same thing. It wouldn't seat it all the way up there. So I was like, what in the Sam world is going on with this thing? So I took and measured the snout on this rotor, and I measured the snout on that rotor on that side. This rotor over here was larger than that side. Same rotor, same part number. I forget what it is. I think it's 5416. Don't quote me on this. 5416 and 5417. Or no, 5416. That was the rotors because they're the exact same time. So I was like, well, man, that's crazy. So went to the parts store and told them, said, look, I need you to order me another rotor because I think it's a bad casting. And they're good at the parts store. They take care of me. So what I'll do when it gets here, I'll jack the truck up, bring the rotor, take the wheel and see if it drops in there. And if it does, I'll just take that rotor off. But it won't fit. I think it's a bad casting. But it's okay. Well, boys and girls, I've been on here for 40 minutes, and I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate your comments. You just don't know how much that means. We're all in it together. We're just different levels. Some are further on, some are further not, and we're all learning. If anybody tells you they know anything, you tell them that this. Jay Green said they a lie, because nobody knows everything. So I don't even know everything. I'm learning stuff every single day. Learning something every single day. When you stop learning, then you need to stop what you're doing. If you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. But I really appreciate you. Look in the mirror. So every morning when you get up and you open your eyes, it's a bonus. Because if you open your eyes, you was blessed for another day. So whatever you do today, if you wake up tomorrow, make the best out of it. Because we only got 86,400 seconds in a day. Don't let nobody ruin 60 seconds of your day. And regardless of what nobody says, anybody says, you're special. You, you mean something to somebody, whether they tell you or not. And I'll tell you this, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I try to help people out. If I can help somebody by talking to them, whatever, let me know. There's people that call me all the time for all over the world and just want to talk about nothing because they're feeling down, they're feeling depressed, they're feeling like they can't make ends meet. They feel like life's like a bucket with no bottom. The more and more they pour into it, they ain't getting nowhere. Trust me, I've been there before too, and I'll get there someday. Remember what I said in 2019, lost my son and buried him 3 days after my birthday. And so you want to talk about kicking the teeth? Kicking the teeth. So I appreciate you boys and girls. Hit the subscribe button. Next week, I'm bringing in the blue and white truck and going to do some stuff with it. And he wants me to spray wool backs. If it doesn't go through again, I'll call you. Yeah, 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 Facebook. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'll tell you. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me turn this light on. Just hold tight. Just hold tight. Hold tight, big dog. Hold on. There you go, right there, big dog. Got it? Got it? Get it good. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to shut it down. I'm at 9%. And like I said, I appreciate your input. Make sure you go to that community page, the post, and you can see where that truck is with that red interior. All right, boys and girls, you know what I said? Let's say it together. Don't worry about the man up the road or the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sleeping off anybody else's. But God first, let loose and drag, peace and chicken grease. I'm out.